your ability to explain away and dismiss bad behavior because you understand someone's trauma and where it's coming from, it's exactly why you're stuck in these toxic situationships. Listen, I love that you have a big, beautiful heart, and you're probably somebody who understands psychology. You've done your own personal growth, and so you look at them and you go, but this just comes from trauma. This just comes from hurt, and they can change and they can grow, and they can. I don't disagree with you, but are they? And are you willing to sit in the period where they're growing and expose yourself to the potential hurt? Let me be so freaking clear with you. All bad behavior in relationships, the root is trauma. The root is someone getting too much or not enough of what they needed in that childhood or past partnership experience, and now that's showing up in these unhealthy behaviors. My brilliant therapist from the past used to say, it can be explainable but not excusable. And I want you to burn that into your brain. Just because you understand where it comes from and you have this big, beautiful, compassionate heart doesn't mean that you need to make yourself responsible for fixing things for people all the time. One of my past clients, I'll call her Client T, came to me and she was in her second narcissistically abusive relationship. And the biggest thing that she would always say is, but Bree, it's just because he had a bad day. He's stressed, his trauma, his family life. That's why he's abusing drugs and alcohol or treating me this way. And even if all of that is true, it doesn't make it excusable. It doesn't mean that you have to be the punching bag for somebody else. So to shift this client, who's now in a healthy, happy, thriving relationship, by the way, we had to get to the root of the emotional wound that was driving her to tolerate this kind of behavior and think that it was okay and somehow more virtuous because she was tolerating it. Really what this comes down to is, number one, self-worth wounds and not trusting that we deserve to be with a partner who is meeting us at eye level. Number two, not having great boundaries and understanding that you can have compassion for something without excusing it. Sometimes, and for this client, there was some work around discernment we needed to do so that she could understand what healthy versus unhealthy or wounded partners would look like, so that she could trust her body in the moment and move away from those partners and move toward healthy partners. And the biggest thing of all was getting to that root of the emotional wounding of why she felt like this was normal in her system. And there had been treatment in her childhood home of feeling dismissed emotionally and people being emotionally volatile and explosive and then making excuses for it, and it was supposed to be swept under the rug and be fine. So it was normalized in her system. In our bodies, our nervous systems will gravitate toward not what's healthiest for us, but what is familiar. But it's okay. You're not doomed if that's your experience. You just need to heal the emotional wounding so it's no longer influencing who you attract into your life and who you allow and what you tolerate. This is exactly what we did with this client who is now in a healthy, happy, thriving relationship with a man who you can just see the glow back on her face because he's loving her well and taking care of her well. And she's like a little kid in her body, you know? If this is something that you struggle with, feel free to follow me on Instagram. I do daily stories on things like this all the time. Or fill out an application and we can talk about how to formally do this work together.